Here.
Hello, we're here, and
Yeah.
we're here to talk about movies.
Yes.
But I'd like to get something off my chest.
Mm.
You know, Endgame happened, and we're all happy, right?
Yeah.
The thing about Game of Thrones, which is my love, I love that book. I love that series.
Uh-huh.
My dream now that Endgame happened is that. Okay, so after this last final season is over, I'm hoping that George drops that he's releasing Winds of Winter, maybe by September. I think that's what he's planning, because, like, what better way to drop a book than right after your acclaimed series comes to an end?
Yeah.
But the book's not over, because as far as the series goes, they stay with it till like season 5, and then everything just kind of goes downhill from there. Do you guys watch Game of Thrones?
I'm listening to the audiobooks because I'm lazy.
Yeah, there we go. Do
So
that.
33 hours of story. I've noticed a difference.
Yeah.
I actually like the book story more.
Yeah,
The
it's 'cause
characters are more stronger.
the magic is there, and
And
they have a path.
I hope he releases it.
So yeah,
it'll give
Because
it'll
if he-
extend it for us.
because if he releases it, then hopefully by the time we're 40,
Oh Jesus.
Right.
the last book, Dream of Spring.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so. Will
Is-
come out.
Because it's behind, right? The story in the book is behind compared to what they are in the
Yeah,
in the series.
Because at the end of season 5,
Yeah.
that's when you don't watch it.
I
don't want to talk.
I know-
Well,
Are you-
let's-
are you
no,
gonna
but
ever watch-
I love the
See,
conversation.
the only
I love
problem with
conversation,
the only
yeah.
problem with Game of Thrones is you
Yeah.
can't binge it because you're gonna take
Yeah.
like a month. They're on like an
Yeah.
hour-long episodes.
Definitely.
Okay, let's put it this way: when the last book comes out and the story is complete for George,
Yeah.
my dream is that they animate it and they bring back the voice actors, the actual actors, and have them voice themselves. I think that'll work, right?
I could see that as like a
Yeah.
That'd be pretty
TV
cool.
series.
I think for it to really do what it needs to do, it needs to be animated.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because
Don't you
there's a lot
think?
of there's a lot of cheesy, campy
Yeah.
effects.
If it's like if they can get like Yutaka Nakamura and like Studio Bones or something to like animate it.
Well, they're doing that prequel,
Yeah.
which takes place thousands of years before Westeros
Mhm.
is the current state.
So they might do the Conquest or something.
Yeah.
I'm just so dissatisfied with how the show's going right now that I'm like retreating to like watching like
I'm sorry. I'm just annoyed that it's come to this point where the most popular thing on the show is a Starbucks cup.
it's a coffee cup.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Or
a
it wasn't Starbucks cup.
I
It was
see
a
coffee
coffee
cup.
cup.
Yeah, I see
Although,
that part, yeah.
if Starbucks did try to partner and do some cool cup designs, people would buy it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But it's
It-
gotten to the point where there's a lot of bandwagoners that have jumped on this wagon, and now they're
Mhm.
the biggest Game of Thrones fans in the world. It's like,
But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. Also,
Yeah.
this is following up on Endgame, but
Yeah.
I was watching Winter Soldier the other day.
Mhm. Mhm.
That movie is really good.
Oh yeah. That's
Right?
why I stand by that 4-star rating, man.
I think
it's
I'm
really
bumping that
good.
sucker up past Ragnarok. That's like number 3 now.
See,
I
it's
couldn't
really good, man.
I couldn't stand Ragnarok.
Why?
Oh, that's right. You finally
It's-
like watched it all.
Oh,
I
we
think
finally have the 3 of us together.
I
We can
think it's
talk.
because Thor is a joke in that movie. In a way, but it works. It works. He is a completely different character from the first two
Mhm.
movies.
They
I
had
believe.
to though. They had to do something because Dark World and
The
like,
only problem I think that's the reason why I don't like
World.
it is because they undid every single thing that director had done in that movie,
yeah.
and now he went from being a different character from the first two to Ragnarok. Now he's a whole different character in Infinity and Endgame.
But the thing is that the crowd loves it, and I
Yeah,
think
that's true.
Chris loves the character more,
Mhm.
and I think that's why he re-upped to do more
Mhm.
Thor. Because I don't know if he'd want to do more Thor if
Yeah,
it was angry.
I just wanted more consistency. I wanted I didn't want this vast changing character. I mean,
Yeah.
like it's a good take on the comedy Thor, right?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
my voice is just naturally like
Sorry.
this, I guess. But
I didn't gradually turn the dial. My bad.
But I don't know. I just think that Thor is he's not
There we go.
seamless in his transition from the first two to Ragnarok, and that's what I take complaint with.
Yeah.
Who do you want the? You're an old man and a fool.
No, it would just like a more seamless transition. Because I feel like his transitioning from the 2 movies to Ragnarok wasn't very seamless.
People change. You know,
That-
at the beginning of Ragnarok, he said he went on a long journey to find.
Yeah, but
you
his
know?
humor was very American and modern. Like, where did he went to other planets?
Sure
right? Where
wasn't
did he pick up this humor?
He sure wasn't Southern and New Zealand.
But it's still Earth. Like, he was away from Earth.
No, but his comedy style. Taika
Yeah.
Waititi.
I love the fact that Taika had a style and he executed it in Ragnarok, and that's what I really like about it. And that's why,
He cemented it into a character, even if
Yeah.
he never returns to the Marvel universe.
yeah. And that's why I like. That's why I think Ragnarok is a 3-star, and I think it is the best Thor film. I just wish there was more consistency.
First one is fun though. If you like,
First one.
we talked about this already.
Yeah, we did.
It's very Shakespearean in like a way that if you want some Shakespeare in the MCU, you can get it there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like that we can like talk about this now. That like if you have like a style that you like, there's like a Marvel movie for you.
Yeah,
That's true.
absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely.
So. Yeah.
But I think we should talk.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Oh man. Should we just keep talking?
You can keep talking.
Okay, so
You want to talk about some trailers?
I don't think I've seen.
Is there any
trailers.
trailer that you want to talk about, Will, before you go to the bathroom?
Yeah, see me neither.
None?
I
Talk
didn't
about
see any.
Sonic, right? You want to talk about Sonic? Man, I'm watching that movie for Jim Carrey, and that's it. What? Oh, it's good.
What? I mean,
It's silly.
I think Jim Carrey's gonna save it.
Save it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a. I
I
love
don't
Jim Carrey, but I don't think he's like a savable kind of actor. He's just gonna drive it further into the ground
Really?
and
You
just
think
make
so?
it ridiculous in a good way.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a story we've seen 1,000 times, and
What do you mean?
like the whole
Hedgehog that's blue?
no, I mean
How many of those stories have you seen?
no, like the whole like there's this creature from this world, and he comes to the human world, and this creature has to save our world from some intergalactical conversion of the 2 worlds.
And a mad scientist is involved.
Yeah, it was like Smurfs or Peter Rabbit. I don't know. It seems like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't think even the design is gonna save it because at heart it's still the same tired old story.
Mm-hmm.
So the design might be cool in the ending, but
Paramount said they're updating the design. They're changing it.
yeah,
So.
yeah, that's what I mean. I
I
mean,
wonder how
like,
much money that's gonna actually cost, though.
Oh,
It's gonna be ridiculous.
they're sweating.
Yeah. I don't know.
Huh?
A part of me
Yeah.
feels
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's like. Yeah. A part of me feels like that design that they did for Sonic might be like I don't know. Like some kind of like viral marketing, like they're gonna really do the Sonic bad, so
Yeah.
people lose their minds, and then they're like, they had it fixed the whole time, but they're like, oh, you don't like it, we're gonna fix it.
That's
But they
that's
actually had
risky.
it fixed the whole time.
That's really risky.
That is super
Yeah.
risky, but you know, Paramount gotta make some power moves now. That,
What's the biggest movie Paramount has had so far?
nothing. I can't.
Nothing,
think of
right?
anything.
I
There-
can't think of anything either.
It's a good Paramount movie.
There has to be one, right? One solid Paramount film.
By the way, I was on Instagram last night. It was like late, and then that Brightburn Instagram ad came on, and I guess there's a character named Brandon in it,
Yeah.
and she said Brandon, and it freaked me the fuck out.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think I've seen this trailer.
Oh, I took a screenshot of it because it freaked me out that I was like, oh, I gotta show it to the people.
Really? Yeah, I don't think I've seen that. I've seen.
It says Brandon. Brandon?
Oh, what is this about?
It's a scary Superman, right?
Is that what that is? Is that what the?
Brightburn?
Yeah.
It's like if Superman was evil and
Really?
killed people. It's a horror movie.
Who's directing that?
James Gunn. No,
Really?
no,
What?
James Gunn produced it,
Oh,
and she was in Slither. She
I like
was
that
in.
name.
She was the blonde chick that's funny, and she was Rita Repulsa in Power Rangers.
Elizabeth
Oh.
Banks.
Elizabeth Banks,
I would marry her. She's beautiful.
right?
Yes.
Elizabeth Banks.
Let's see. Star Trek Beyond. Transformers. Quiet
Oh,
Place.
are they a Men
Quiet
in Black?
Place,
Men in Black.
Fallout.
Follow. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Mission Impossible Fallout. They're doing fine.
Yeah.
They're doing fine.
You know,
Annihilation.
studios have to stop looking for their franchises.
I agree.
You know, I think
We saw what happened with the Dark Universe.
Oh man.
You know,
no
that
one's
is-
ever gonna
that
touch
is-
that ever again.
I was
That
actually
is
kind of
a
excited about that
horrible,
one, man.
horrible. The way
Javier
they
Bardem as Frankenstein.
the way
Come
they
on,
did that
man.
was so horrible.
Johnny Depp as the Invisible Man.
They
yeah,
should
but
have
actors
just-
can only carry
they
the
should
film
have-
so far. I mean,
And then Fat Russell Crowe as
Jesus.
You know, if you
Dr.
watch that,
Jekyll.
the only thing they made a mistake was they were trying to tap into Tom Cruise, the name,
Tom Cruise
Yeah.
is the man.
failed.
Yeah.
He's undefeatable.
But
I actually like that mummy.
you know that Mummy, I probably said this
It was
in the last
fun.
podcast when we were talking about it, but
Yeah.
if you watch that Mummy movie, it's actually connected to the Brendan Fraser movies.
Is it?
Yeah, because when she smacks him with the book, it's the Book of the Dead, the,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Book of Amun-Ra,
Huh.
the gold one.
Huh.
Why did they just keep that going? I would have loved
You
to
know,
get Brendan Fraser
because
back.
Rachel Weisz, as much as I love her, I think she screwed number 3
She was really good in The Favorite.
when Maria Barrow, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maria Bella.
Bello.
Yeah, Bello. And from
Weeds, right? Is she in Weeds?
wasn't she in
No, not Weeds.
whatchamacallit with Aragorn?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What's the movie called? I love it. Can't think of it.
Mm.
The killer guy. He had lost his memory. Come on.
I don't think I know what this one is. Which one is this?
Based off a comic book.
Based memory got wiped and.
No, he never mind. Let's keep it going.
Okay.
Oh, I'd like to just say
Mm-hmm.
that I had to those who are listening to this podcast, pardon my incorrect information on the Instagram stories. I didn't realize that Spider-Man Far From Home will be the final Phase 3
Oh, yeah.
movie.
Yeah, that's what I heard
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
I didn't realize that until when I saw the trailer and they officially released the real movie.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, okay, wait a minute. This is the final Phase 3 movie.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up because I think they're gonna turn Spidey into the next Iron Man, the leader.
Oh yeah.
They're setting that up big time.
Yeah, I think so too.
Even say it in a trailer. Are you gonna be the next Iron Man?
Yeah.
That was a good joke.
I
too,
think
man.
if anyone is going to lead up the MCU, it should be Spidey.
Yeah, it's not gonna be Captain Marvel.
Yeah. No.
She's got other stuff.
There's
to
a
do.
lot of hate on
No.
one.
Why is there so much hate?
You know, I think it's because she opens her mouth and bad things come out at press conferences
You know, I was
for,
watching
for people who can't handle that kind of stuff
Yeah.
and they can't handle that type of talk. They don't just let it go; they let it hurt themselves.
I was watching a YouTube video about how she has like bad social cues, like she's like super inappropriate and
Mm.
she does everything that irritates people.
You know, I worked on King Kong as a PA, and she was a delight.
Really?
Yeah,
Mm.
she was.
That's where you got that crush that you have on her?
No, I don't have a crush on her.
Sure. I do.
I don't. I
I
have
do.
a. Do you have a
So I-
crush on Brie Larson?
Well, yeah. I mean,
I
like,
have a crush on. I have a crush on Samuel L. Jackson. There you go. No.
I have a crush on Envy Adams.
yeah. There we go. That's the one. That's the character.
I've been
I-
crushing. You know who I've been crushing ever since the past couple weeks now, and you know it reignited that crush. Jada Pinkett.
Oh, okay. I
Because
got
I was
you.
watching The Matrix, and I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I watched half of The Matrix today because I thought
Yeah.
we were
You know, that's-
talking about The Matrix.
The next one. The
That'll
next
be-
one.
that'll be- we'll
That'll be
save
the
that
next
for, like,
one.
trilogies.
We'll talk about the
We'll talk about
Wachowski
trilogies.
sister brothers, man's it's trying, you know, those guys.
So, are we gonna talk about the yacht trailer?
What are we?
I don't know. I've
The
lost.
yacht trailer or no?
The what?
What did you
The
guys
trailer?
talk about when I
Oh.
went to the bathroom?
Just Sonic.
Oh, Sonic. They need to open up a Sonic's here.
Oh.
I'm not a big fan of Sonics.
I like their
man.
slushies.
They're just average.
I just want to try this movie.
Okay, so
Yeah.
It Part 2.
Yeah.
Now we have
I just watched.
we
it part
have
one,
the
like-
grown-ups of Derry coming
Yeah, we got
back.
Yeah.
Charles Xavier.
Charles
we
Xavier.
Got,
Jessica Chastain.
Yep.
Chastain.
I love her.
Who else is in that?
The funny guy from SNL.
Yeah.
Hader.
Sorry, I don't know
Bill
your
Hader,
name.
yeah,
Bill
yeah, yeah.
Hader.
He's really good.
And then the guy that looks like Jack Grazer.
From Shazam.
Yeah.
He's in it.
The kid's in the. You've never seen it?
No. But the guy who played the older version of Jack in Shazam.
Not Zachary Levi. No, not Adam Brody.
Oh,
I'm thinking.
I thought
No,
that's
but they
what-
had actually. Where is it? Is my phone alive? Oh, here it is.
Who's that?
Here's the side by side of the It kids.
Oh, okay.
and they're adult characters.
Okay.
You got James.
I don't recognize most of them.
Yeah, who are these people?
I see Bill Hader and Chastain and-
Like that's perfect casting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good job.
Yeah, not bad. It's not bad at all.
So Bill grows up to be James McAvoy.
Yeah.
What a good.
Okay.
What a good.
Do you know what the funniest thing is? The kid who plays Bill, he's half Korean.
Really?
Yeah,
I heard about that. Yeah.
he's half Korean.
I don't even know. Couldn't even tell.
So you got an Asian boy leading it, even though he looks white.
You know what I liked about the trailer is that it looked like the actors collaborated together with the younger selves, and it looks like they're gonna have a good portrayal of what these kids could have been like when they grow up, and that's kind of what I like. Cause I look at Jessica Chastain, I see that kid character from It Chapter 1.
Not really. I don't know.
Really?
You
don't
saw
think so?
you
Not a
saw
big
the.
Chastain fan.
Did you see
Really?
the trailer?
Oh,
you saw the
interesting.
trailer though,
I
too.
watched it right after I saw the movie.
Okay, so fresh off the boat of the first not
The first movie.
of the first movie,
Yeah. What did I
and
think of
seeing the trailer. How do you do you think that they carried the tone from the first movie to the
I
second?
think so. What makes me scared, and I think it's my fear, is seeing an old woman naked.
What was
Just running after you.
Yeah,
Oh,
that freaks
what
me out.
was up with the dancing around in the back? That was creepy.
I like the I like the creepiness, man.
Yeah, me too. I like the creepiness of it all.
I think
I want it to be way scarier, man.
I think it might be
Yeah.
because
I don't
apparently
know.
there's more blood. They said that there's
Mm.
gonna be more blood in this version.
I don't want more blood. I need gore. Blood doesn't do it
Jesus.
for me.
Jesus, you need gore?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
dang, the
Damn.
kid got his hand bitten off in the
Yeah,
first
but you
one,
didn't
or his
see
arm.
it get ripped off.
was
I'm interested in seeing Bill Hader in a serious movie.
Me too.
Have
But-
you watched his HBO show?
No,
He's really good
is
at
he
that.
serious in that?
Yeah.
He does
Well,
a good
it's
job.
funny, but like, he's like a
I have too many things to watch, so.
he's like an assassin that wants to be a actor. It's kind of
Oh, okay,
interesting.
so-
Oh,
the
that
trailers for
film.
that.
That show. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's a serious movie.
Well, it's
Or is that a
it's
dramedy?
funny, you know,
Mm.
it's funny, but it's serial comedy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for the movie September, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, September. There's
Yeah.
a lot of movies coming out this year.
Yeah.
There's a
I watched
lot.
it with my brother,
Mm-hmm.
and we both enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
Mm.
it'll be enjoyable.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. It takes a lot to scare me now.
Yeah.
Jump scares get me, but I'm not like afraid.
Yeah.
When
for
was
sure.
the last time you guys were afraid watching a movie? It's a good question, huh?
For me, it was.
Like you went home and you couldn't sleep for like a week.
For me, it was Hereditary.
Hereditary? Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, that's the one that kind of got to me.
You know, Hereditary, once it got to the sun,
Yeah.
we're just talking spoilers here.
Yeah.
Once it got to the sun, I was like, okay, we're fine.
Really?
Yeah, nothing really creeped me out after that. Because,
Oh.
like, what scares me watching horror movies is, like, who survives. Once it gets to the last person, I'm like, okay, we're fine now. We got the guy. He's going to make it to the end.
Oh. But yeah. What's yours? The one that got to you and you couldn't sleep.
It's a tie. It's a
Mm.
tie with The Ring, because I saw that in theaters,
Mhm.
and I wasn't ready for it, because me and my friend were trying to go watch Formula 51, that
Mm.
Samuel L. Jackson movie. But
Oh my
it
god.
was rated R,
Yeah.
but we couldn't watch it, so we bought tickets to The Ring, and we are going to go watch Formula 51. Formula 51? And we got so drawn into The Ring that we
Yeah.
stayed for the whole movie.
Oh,
And
damn.
man, that movie fucked me up for a week, man. Like, I couldn't sleep good for yeah, because I thought I was gonna die. And then
Damn.
the second one would have been The Grudge,
Mm.
the Sarah Michelle Gellar one.
Mm.
Just because like anything
Mm.
Japanese just creeps me out, man.
Mm. What about you? What was the one that got to you?
None.
Like nothing at all? Even like
Nothing
from
scares
before?
you?
Like childhood or anything?
No,
Really?
Watching a movie too young.
because my brother would always watch horror movies, so
Yeah.
I was tainted as a child.
Oh, okay.
What's your greatest fear?
My greatest fear? Getting stuck in an elevator and have it crash.
Oh, so then you'll love this movie called Devil.
Oh, I saw
Isn't
Devil.
that,
It
like,
was terrible. I wasn't
Yeah.
like I don't get a fear of seeing it on screen.
Yeah.
I liked it better than
I haven't seen Devil.
The only
by the way.
okay, I guess the movie that freaked me out but
Hmm.
I mean I could sleep easy. Final Destination,
Mm.
the Final Destination,
Mm-hmm.
The last one.
the
The
one,
first one.
the race car one, the
Yeah.
one with the race cars, the race car track,
Is that the last one?
the fourth one. Well, because they went the Final Destination and they went backwards and did a prequel and didn't tell
Yeah.
anyone.
Jesus Christ.
So the Final Destination, the one with the race car track, that one tripped me out just a smidge.
Well, what about it?
'Cause just driving home and I'm like looking around. I'm like, anything can happen and we can all die.
Yeah.
And then it didn't help. Like the song came on the radio that was playing, "Dust in the
really?
Wind,"
Oh,
and that's my favorite song too.
Damn.
But but I could sleep. Again, I was a tainted child. I was introduced to horror really young.
Mm.
Oh, you're like superpowers, man.
The only movies that I can't sleep that make me freak out are like when dogs die.
Oh.
So
Well,
I
that
have.
gets everybody.
Sorry, everyone. I
Yeah.
haven't seen John Wick. I know the dog dies. I haven't seen I haven't seen The Dog's Journey, A Dog's Home, whatever the hell those
I
movies
haven't seen
are.
those either.
There's a second one they're making,
A
right?
Dog's
Yeah.
Hope
A
or
Dog's Purpose
Dog's
and then A Dog's
Purpose.
Journey, I think.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Anything with an animal. Oh wait,
Lion King.
Relic. There we
Relic.
go. I couldn't sleep with Relic.
What?
Okay. Wow. I had to go deep in my head.
Relic. Okay, I gotta look that one.
What
up.
is
It's
that
a
about?
movie about this relic.
Really?
In
What about the
Oh,
Relic?
you seen the movie? Okay, you know NCIS, right? The little short lady with
Yeah.
the glasses that looks like Edna Mode.
Yeah.
So she's in it,
Mhm.
and they're in a museum, and they bring back this relic, and somehow there's like a monster that comes to life or something, and then the whole museum closes, and they're trapped in this museum, and they gotta survive, and they got this giant like monster that was like prehistoric,
Mhm.
and then the dog dies,
Oh,
and it
man.
freaked
Oh,
me
man.
out, and so I always freaked out, like, oh my god, my dogs are gonna die from this monster that came out of the TV.
Jesus.
What's that movie with the Aztec temple and it like eats their blood?
The ruins.
The ruins.
Yeah.
That was a fun
Mm.
one.
Relic. Gotta look that up. That's a good movie. I want you to watch.
Yeah.
That's my recommendation right now at this point of the time of the podcast. Relic.
Okay,
Man.
Relic will be saved for
I don't-
recommendation.
I don't know which one of you guys are posting the movie stuff on
Shocker.
on our pod. Is it you?
That was me.
And I was like, I haven't seen any of these movies.
It's a
I
good
posted
movie.
everything else that wasn't Shocker.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
We should
me.
put. I mean, I put Will because I didn't know
Yeah.
if anyone was
No,
gonna
yeah, I
look
mean
at
that's
it.
for all of us
Oh,
to post
okay, yeah.
whatever. Yeah, that's for all of
Oh.
us to post whatever films we recommend to people.
I've
to
been
watch.
Seeing-
so busy with what I've been doing for shows and stuff that
Should plug it at the
it
end.
was like the only
Mm.
thing I've watched recently
Which one?
besides Endgame.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I hope it part 2 is good,
Mhm.
and I hope that
I think it'll do well.
I just hope it doesn't rely on the jump scares because
Mhm.
I'm glad that the first one didn't. It
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
wasn't many jump scares in it.
I got jumped. Well, because
The only jump scare
Pennywise
that
jumps a lot.
was.
There's a scene where he actually jumps
Mhm.
and it jumped me.
Are
I
you
got
talking about the
jump
one who
scared.
came out of the projector?
No, it was when they were in the burnt house.
Oh,
I think we should transition over if we're gonna go into
Oh,
the
okay, yeah.
recommendations.
We'll just go right into
Yeah.
the movie then.
So the first recommendation.
oh yeah. What
was
were we?
It?
It.
Oh,
Yeah,
we'll talk about
so-
it. Since
So
we're
the
Ah,
first
so might as well
recommendation is
transition.
It, the one that came out in 2017.
Yeah.
It part 1.
And
The
Brandon had just recently watched it, like before we started recording.
I just watched it.
So wanna kick us off?
Yeah. I cried. You
Yeah,
know that-
me too.
You know that scene when she opens up the kid's yearbook and it's like blank?
Mm-hmm.
That like got me, man. I was like, ooh, somebody went through that because that's like that's a special kind of thing that nobody thinks of. Because
Yeah.
in my head, everybody signs your yearbook,
Yeah.
but like nobody signed his yearbook, man.
Because
Yeah.
he was new.
Yeah, but he's like lonely too, and then like
Yeah. And he was
he's-
bullied a lot.
he's like
too.
kind of pathetic because like he dropped his tower thing, and like
Yeah.
I've done that a lot.
No, it this movie hits real hard
About being a
emotionally.
kid.
Yeah.
How it feels to be a kid.
Yeah, and that's
And I
what I
think that-
loved about it.
That's what I like. It's like the way adults act in the movie. You know. It's just
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna laugh every time one of you guys says the word "it" because
Oh.
it's gonna.
I was
drinking
wondering what you're
game.
laughing
You know,
about.
don't I like that the
have any of you guys read the book?
I did not. I think that book is too long, and there's from what I've heard about it, I feel like there's some unnecessary things in the book, but
Yeah,
I have
there's-
not read it.
There's a big orgy scene at some point.
Yeah, see, I haven't read it,
It's
but
such a
I don't
fucked up.
understand
I read the
why
book.
it's in
I
there.
read the book, and I'm so glad that they didn't have the orgy
Yeah.
in this movie and
Yeah.
in the '80s version.
Yeah.
So can you tell me about this orgy scene?
It's about
it's about
them,
them coming-
losing their
innocence.
innocence.
Coming into adulthood.
Yeah.
But why? Why in that way?
I don't know.
You know, because the book was.
You
written
don't know,
by
messed
a
up thing. I read the
cokehead.
book in middle school, so
Oh wow, that's a commitment.
it was one
man.
of those books that were on the shelf, and I don't think it was supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And I read
I
read
started
it.
reading The Last Stand in high
Mm.
school, and I got like 200. I got up to the part where this guy's like driving really fast, and then I stopped reading, which was like 150 pages in.
Wait, which The Last Stand?
That's also Stephen King, right?
That
It's
is,
about
yeah.
the plague, zombies, and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I
I
have.
heard
the
it's really
book.
good.
I have the book, but I have not read it.
That fuck is
So-
thick.
Yeah.
You know what
it's
we
a thick
got?
book, yeah.
We got going on here is we have a Stephen King era,
Renaissance.
a renaissance of
Yeah.
Stephen King. We got his movies. You got It.
Mhm.
You have It Part 2,
I shoot with my heart.
and
not
then
with
now
my
we
hand.
have
Nobody saw Dark Tower.
the Shining sequel too coming out. So we have
Yes.
a lot of It movies.
He just wrote that recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first, I mean, I think It Part 1 is. I think it beats. It rode the coattails of Stranger Things,
Mhm.
but I thought it made itself its own movie.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't
It went
like.
deeper than Stranger
It
Things.
went
I
deeper
think.
than Stranger
Yeah.
Things.
Absolutely.
The only thing that I can't stand is that it's poor Finn Wolfhard, who's been typecasted as the '80s boy.
I don't know. They made him annoying, which is different than his character. What's his? Will.
No,
No, he's not Will.
he's Will's
other
got the
one.
mop top. The other one is
Billy. I don't know. I'm trying to think of
Haven't
kid
seen
names.
Stranger
I
Things.
can't remember his name either.
I just started season 2 on Stranger Things.
Well, he's
so.
getting once he gets older, he'll do like older characters.
Mhm.
But he just
That
has
was the only issue that I couldn't separate the character. I don't know.
It was a different character though, which is what I like.
Mhm. You know, honestly, I think that
loud, but
Oh.
not overpowering.
that's all right.
You know,
Boom boom into my heart.
I thought all the acting was pretty good.
Yeah.
Honestly, for kids.
I really liked the chubby kid.
Oh
he
yeah.
was good. He was
What's his
very
name?
good
He
at
was-
that. I don't
I
know.
think
his-
he was
his-
the
his name was
most
Ben.
natural. I think.
Ben.
Ben in the
Ben.
in
Dude,
the
Ben is a
movie.
tank.
In the movie.
He got slashed by Pennywise and he just ate it up because his
Yeah.
friend.
You know
broke
what's
his arm.
messed up though? Oh,
He got cut by that bully dude. He just,
Yeah. Yeah.
That's traumatizing, man.
Oh yeah. That's why I mean, all the characters are great. They're rich in quality. You
Did
know.
you guys get triggered a little bit watching the movie, thinking about getting bullied as a kid?
yeah.
I think there is a lot of things that people, especially in their adult years, can relate to watching
Yeah,
this film.
I think everyone can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to have this bully in elementary school. His name was Jay. Shout out
Mm.
to Jay. He used to like push me around during lunch. So I used to hide in the coat racks.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's like kindergarten though.
I had a bully named Sebastian.
Shout out to Sebastian.
Yeah. One day I wore steel toe boots and I kicked him in the shin.
Nice.
I
Throw all of them.
don't
down
think I
that
broke
deep
his shin,
well.
but I hit him pretty good.
Yeah.
Everybody, throw your bullies down a well.
You
'cause
know.
it solves everything.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You know, okay.
I hope he didn't die and he died slowly.
You know he actually
killed
does.
his dad.
No, he
Well,
doesn't
yeah,
die
but
actually.
Pennywise like
Oh.
possessed him though.
Well, okay, so in the miniseries, he's alive.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Spoilers, even though they're not gonna follow the miniseries. Terrible fucking movie.
So he survives.
When what was his name? I forgot his name.
Johnny.
Johnny. When
I
he
don't know.
I don't know. Well, the mullet dude,
Yeah.
the crazy mullet guy with
Theo Vaughn.
when he gets pushed down the well. I hope he does come back because his character is kind of interesting in the part
Mm.
2 when they're older.
The way he fell down the well, it didn't look like he was like falling straight down. He
Yeah.
was
He's
kinda
like
bouncing
hitting-
off
yeah.
Mario style. So I
He
think
plays the.
I think
he's
he-
a good villain.
looks like
Yeah.
he survives.
Oh really?
We'll
I thought
never
that
know
was
though.
a
Yeah.
Really
We won't
deep
know.
fall.
They must have not really cared about their friend. Yeah, you know how like their friend dies, emo kid with the wolf shirt,
Oh yeah.
the cartoon wolf shirt. They look like they grieved much about him
Yeah.
because they had redneck with the hat. They had mullet dude. Was there another friend? There's
Yeah,
four,
there was
right?
One,
There's
one
4
more,
of them.
right? Oh, there's
Yeah.
4.
They're all dead.
Did they all die?
There's a deleted scene. They should have kept it in. He was sitting in the car watching them all go into the
Yeah.
house before he snuck up on them, and
Did
he's
he kill
talking to
them?
them, and they're all dead in the front seat
He killed his friends.
in the deleted scene. So I mean,
Oh,
I know a
dope.
deleted scene is it's no longer in the story, but
Yeah.
you know,
I was joking on with my brother. I was like, "That's the real villain, man.
yeah.
That's the final boss." But he ended up being like a mid-level boss, leading up to the
You know,
end.
what I really like was the direction that this film had.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know much about this director. I know he directed Mama, which is a very subpar film. But the way that this guy directed it, there's a lot of creative imagery, and there's a lot of
Yeah.
what's that word?
Small town
Foreshadowing.
vibes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I liked it.
there's a lot of good direction in this film, and I really appreciate what he did.
Mhm.
And I think it is way above your standard horror film. I think. You know,
Is it a horror? I guess it's horror.
yeah. Well, I consider it a
It's like
horror
a suspense thriller.
film. Oh yeah. Because I mean, the characters were well written. They were well performed.
I like the girl. She was
Shoot.
awesome.
Hold on,
Yeah.
you guys take over. I have someone.
Oh, okay.
I have an emergency phone call.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But yeah.
But yeah, I just thought the three things that are needed to make a film fantastic, directing, writing, and acting were all really, really good.
Mhm.
Like I have my complaints with it. I find some edit decisions a little off, but I mean overall I think it's a really good film.
Yeah. I have one complaint.
Mhm.
It is with Pennywise.
Oh, okay.
So like, I like the portrayal. I like the face. I like the way he moved and stuff. But
Yeah.
I didn't know what he was saying, man.
Really?
Yeah. He's like,
Yeah.
come float with us.
Yeah.
I didn't know what he was saying the whole
Really?
movie. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So like when he wasn't talking and he was doing that like leech mouth thing,
yeah.
that was that cactus thing.
I could actually
cool with that.
understand what he was saying in the film. Like it was like I could actually understand him, but it's interesting that you didn't understand it.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like I didn't read the book, but I just know some stuff and like so
Mhm.
the turtle is like he's like the god,
Yeah.
the heavenly being in that series, right?
Right.
So like Bill finds a turtle in his brother's room made out
Mhm.
of Legos,
Yeah.
and when they're swimming at the gulch,
There was something at the lake, right? Or the
yeah,
thingy?
they said turtle. There was a turtle in the water.
Yeah, like look, I see a turtle. I think that was another reference toward the
Oh, okay.
thingy.
Is he just like around, watching people get murdered?
I don't think the turtle will make a big appearance in the film. I think it's just like a nice little
Isn't
nod
that
to
how
the
it
book.
ends?
Well, the turtle is Pennywise's enemy, but I
Yeah.
don't think he is. I don't think he defeats Pennywise.
Okay.
I don't think anyway.
Yeah.
I think he's the thing that Pennywise is scared of, but I don't think
Mhm.
the turtle plays a hand in his ultimate defeat.
Yeah. I really like that scene when Beverly's looking into the sink and then
Yeah.
the hair like grabs her and then the blood
Mhm.
and stuff. That was a cool shot.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said before, I think it's really well directed.
Where does Pennywise get all the blood from that he uses to paint? Does he have like a does he carry like a gallon around with just like blood in it and he
It's
has, like,
a,
he has like a
it's-
brush?
it's part of his powers. He makes whatever you're afraid of come to life.
So he doesn't. So when he drew on the roof in the room,
Yeah.
he just made it happen.
Yeah.
Oh, man, what is? See, like
Yeah, because it's what they're scared of.
I was like questioning things he was doing because he was in multiple places at the same time
Yeah.
doing things and like, is he
Well-
just? What is he? He's like a
He's a.
evil
I
monster?
took I
Is he-
took it as he's a demon.
demon.
That's what I think. I know that in the book he's an alien, but I think the way the movie portrays him, he acts more like a demon.
Yeah. You know at the end when they like kind of defeat him and then like he jumps into that other hole.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want to go down there and finish him off?
See, that's what I was thinking too, but I think the kids might have assumed that he had died because of the way he was disintegrating.
No, but he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't.
Just
Not
a little bit of him did.
Yeah, he didn't disintegrate all the way. But I think the kids saw it as, oh, he's gonna disintegrate, and he falls down. And they're like, oh, that's that. Oh no, but then they say, right? They have to come back to kill it.
Why? Was that the last day?
I think so, because I think right before they say goodbye, I think they say that we have to come back here to
make sure.
Yeah.
To make sure. But like, would you really want to put something off for 27 years? That would like really irritate me. Like, 10 years in, be like, oh man,
Yeah.
like, 14 years from now, 17 years from now, I gotta come back and do this thing, man. It's like
Yeah.
doing 80% of like a project. Like, Bill's a gangster, by the way, man. Like, I don't think if my brother came up to me armless and like said he loves me and wants to go home,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be able to shoot him in the head with a piston.
Yeah, but that was his whole character arc, right? It was about him coming
Being-
to terms about his
Killing
brother.
his brother.
No, I mean, like he had to let
He
him
killed
go.
his brother.
But that wasn't.
He made him the bolt.
Yeah.
That's how he died.
Yeah, but he didn't
It's
know.
his fault.
He didn't know that. He didn't send him.
It was raining really hard. It was
Yeah.
very irresponsible for him
But
to
he
let
didn't.
his brother go outside in the rain.
He didn't know that there was a demon clown there waiting to eat him.
Doesn't
I
matter.
mean,
It could've They got that bully in town.
Yeah.
Just carving into people. That's probably not the first time he's done that. He's gonna let his brother
Yeah.
play in the rain.
I guess that's true.
I'm just poking holes
Yeah.
right now.
No, that's true though.
I'm
That's
just poking,
true.
I'm just poking some holes right now. You know?
That's a good point. But I don't know. I mean, like, I think it works.
Yeah.
And I like the whole fact that he had to, shoot the little the illusion of the little brother, because I think it's a good arc. It's a
Yeah.
good character arc. I like Skarsgård in it a lot. I liked what he did with Pennywise.
Except when he was talking.
Yeah. I don't know. I liked his voice. I understood his voice. I liked what he did.
I gotta watch it again now with like subtitles on.
I think subtitles will make a difference.
But yeah, he did. What is he known for?
Skarsgård? That Skarsgård?
Yeah.
I
Just
don't
that,
know.
right?
I only know him from that film. But I'm not too sure if
Because there's Alexander Skarsgård, and then there's their father, right?
yeah.
Allegiant. He's in Deadpool 2. Atomic Blonde. Castle Rock. Oh, Assassination Nation. Oh, he's been in movies. I just don't remember him from anything.
Yeah.
I don't think he got all the good genes either.
Yeah, he's
I think Alex got it.
I think unfortunately he's the ugly duckling of the
Yeah.
family. But he's really good though. I think he's a really good actor.
Is that Norwegian? Swedish.
Yeah, Swedish. guy.
Swedish. It's a cool name, Skarsgård. I
Mhm.
don't know what that means.
But did you have any like complaints with the film at all?
I think. Well, we were talking about triggers earlier.
Yeah.
Some of it was a little too much, man. Like the bullying
Really?
stuff, I think is cool and all, but like
Mhm.
the molesting father stuff, I think.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know if at least for like people who have been through that kind of stuff,
Mhm.
I don't think that's good to put in a movie.
But-
I don't know.
but-
It's there to she had to deal with it, But
Yeah. It's a definite
It's
dark
creep.
subject for
it's
sure.
super creeps.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I think as a story and as a character arc, I think it works.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not justifying that it's a pleasant thing to see. I'm not justifying that it's a good thing at all. I think it's downright evil.
But
But for a movie, the movie story, I think it works.
Beverly was a badass, by the way.
Oh yeah, she was
Full
amazing.
on cranks her dad in the head with the toilet lid.
Yeah,
Stabs Pennywise.
yeah, she was awesome.
She gets to fly for a little bit. Come on, man.
No, yeah, she was a very likable and strong character. Absolutely.
She needed to end up with Ben, though. I didn't like that she was making out with.
Yeah, and that's what made me cry even more.
He wrote her a poem, man.
Yeah.
If
What?
they
What
follow
was
this,
that noise?
if they follow the story, they do get married. So
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. No, but
No
I
spoilers,
want things
'cause
to
you
work
already-
out for Jeremy Ray Taylor, because he got carved up, man. Whoever's playing him in the next movie, he gets to get that Chastain payoff.
wow.
But he doesn't get to hook up with Sophia Lillis.
Mm.
She has nice eyes.
Other than a few little gripes I have with the film, I mean, there's not really much. I mean, like, there's one thing like with when they're all in Ben's room and Beverly like closes his door and you see the poster of
New Kids on the Block.
New Kids on the Block.
Oh,
and they play
did
that song.
the sample.
I feel like that's a little weird, and there's like little things like
I
that
liked
in
it.
the in the
I thought
really.
it was funny, man.
I felt it was inconsistent.
She's like kind of calling him out on it, and then he's just kind of embarrassed, but like
It was
like
it
an
was
inside
this
joke.
it
Yeah,
was
but-
a very, I mean, this is gonna sound pedoish. It was sexual tension in a way
Yeah.
between two young kids.
But was the music necessary?
Yeah.
Was that
it
zoom
worked.
They made
in?
it kind of silly, and then
It
like
worked.
Was that zoom in really? I feel like if she closed the door and you just see Ben's reaction and Beverly, it would have been enough.
I don't
for
know.
me to
It,
have that sweet moment.
it was a little
but-
bit more
No.
campy, but it was in a way that made me enjoy it. Like it made me think about being a kid
Yeah.
and like liking
Mm.
silly things, and then
'Cause-
people like
I
Yeah.
don't know.
You know,
felt
like,
forced to me.
It's the
I like it.
it matches the watering hole scene where they're looking at her sunbathing
Mm.
and that song's playing.
Oh,
So it kind of fits the vibe of what they were going for.
I have a gripe about that scene.
I don't know. I feel like that's a different.
Tell me
thing
not
entirely.
all of them would have had boners and
Yeah.
like obvious boners because they're just wearing their whitey tighties.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Like imagine looking over and just seeing like 5 dudes with like just
You can't.
little
Yeah.
kid boners.
You can't do it. It's pedophilia.
Would that have been too much?
Yeah.
That would
That would
Yeah.
have been crossing
I
the
would have
line.
cracked up though, man.
That would have been. The line has been crossed.
But one thing that I did like, and I want to talk about the jump scares real fast, is that even though they did have that sound effect to emphasize the jump,
Yeah.
I mean, it was jump scares well earned. It wasn't a
Oh.
fake out.
Are you talking about that sound?
Was it in the movie?
No, just the whole boom.
I don't remember hearing that in the movie.
I thought it was. Maybe
I
not.
think it was just in the trailers because they played it again in the It 2 trailer.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't think I heard that in the whole movie.
Mm.
Man, my brain played it. Maybe.
Oh,
that
maybe
was,
yeah, you're.
Yeah, I thought I.
maybe
heard
it just.
too.
Maybe it probably wasn't in there.
But yeah, I felt like the jump scares were an actual payoff instead of just a psych out. You know.
Wouldn't you rather have like a Hereditary movie with no jump scares and just straight scariness?
Depends on what the film is going for. Like I appreciate a film with no jump scares, but a film that executes jump scares effectively, I won't dock points off of it.
I don't know. I just think jump scares are cheap. The
They
only
can
jump,
be for
The
sure.
only jump
yeah.
scares I like is Sam Raimi jump scares.
Oh, those are
He's the
loud.
master at that.
Yeah.
God.
Spider-Man 1 when they
Oh,
were you doing last night?
Oh God, I hated that. That scared me.
I love that
Yeah.
scene.
But yeah, I mean, like I thought the jump scares were actually effective and not just there to psych out the audience.
Mm. Clowns are like protesting when this movie came out because like
Really?
yeah, made clowning went down. It's like you know how like
Well,
businesses were closing down. 'cause
tough
of the
shit.
rail?
Because
Yeah.
clowns are fucking
Yeah.
creepy in general.
It's one of
So
my fears, honestly. Not scary clowns. I'm
Just,
afraid of actual
like
clowns.
Ronald McDonald happy clowns are creepy.
The business of putting makeup on and like acting silly in front of kids disturbs me.
John Wayne Gacy ruined it for me. So
He's the
Oh,
original one.
Jesus
He's the original
Christ.
killer clown.
yeah.
Who was that clown that was at the festival, man? Because he had some. It looked like John Wayne Gacy style
Yeah.
clown makeup.
That was creepy.
The big face.
Yeah.
Maybe that was a throwback to
Could have been.
serial killers.
Mhm.
We're like people are like really cool with serial killers now, yeah.
I
What?
know that's kind of creepy.
What?
You know,
In what way?
Like Bundy.
like
and
Bundy, they're people not idolizing. It's
They're just into serial killers
romanticizing.
now,
They're
yeah.
we're romanticizing serial killers.
You know, I actually seen that movie, the Ted Bundy one with Zac Efron.
Don't say anything.
It's garbage.
No,
Hey,
Randall.
garbage.
He said, "Don't say anything."
Don't say anything. I
I'm
want
not
to go in
spoiling
with.
it.
Yeah, you are.
Saying
It's
How am I spoiling
garbage.
it?
because I take your opinion really strong.
Oh, I mean,
That means
Well,
every
we're not-
moment, like
we're
it's
not
gonna
gonna
be.
agree on everything.
No, I'm gonna
I mean,
think
Like,
it's
Will's gonna be
garbage.
watching it, and he's gonna be building up to a moment where he's like really gonna like
No.
have a good time, and he's gonna
Garbage.
remember Randall saying garbage, and he's gonna be disappointed, and then he's also
Garbage.
gonna think of garbage.
No, I mean,
Garbage.
Good job, Randall.
no.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of like okay, we have The Act on Hulu. That's a serial killer.
Mm.
Romanticizing that. Romanticizing Ted Bundy.
We got Serial, the podcast with
Mhm.
Anan Saeed.
You know,
I think he's innocent.
it's an interesting era. And then but when you have these
Zodiac
movies like
Killer.
It that come out and it's not about a serial
Got
killer.
Donald Trump saying that. Who
I
you
hope
say was
I hope
Zodiac
we have
Killer?
more of those type of movies.
Yeah.
Mm.
Also, I hope we have more original horror movies because I understand It is somewhat of a reboot, remake.
Yeah.
Okay, reboot is not same as a remake. Reboot is rebooting something from the original media.
Yeah.
Remake is remaking something from the original media.
When is that Mindhunters gonna come out with a season 2? That was a dope ass show, man.
I don't know.
Have you seen that?
No.
I suggest that to you guys.
I've been watching The
Mindhunters?
Society.
Yeah.
Watch Mindhunters. It's fucking
Okay.
You
great.
should watch The Society. Terrible show.
Oh really?
But
No, I don't know. It's interesting. It's a really interesting movie.
I heard
There's
Killing
TV
Eve
show.
is good.
Do it. Do it.
Really?
Do it.
Yeah.
but we can't call it original though, or even a reboot because it is an adaptation of a book, of a novel.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean,
But
like,
I
how much originality?
I
is
consider
there?
it a fresh take.
I guess you can call it an adaptation
It's like the
because
Force Awakens of.
you
of
have the 1980s miniseries,
Yeah.
then you have the book, and then you have this movie,
Mhm.
which is basically the miniseries, but it's part 1, part 2.
Oh, if
Yeah.
they could have brought back a young Tim Curry, that would have been dope.
I think Bill
Oh,
Skarsgård did really good with this character.
did.
Oh yeah, yeah, I agree.
Oh, remember we were talking about a younger version of an actor and an older version of the same actor in the same movie?
Yeah.
Jackie Chan.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That'd be a cool movie to
Yeah.
watch. Have old Jackie Chan in a movie with young Jackie Chan. Were
That'd be
you there? Were
that'd
you
be
there for that
entertaining.
when we were talking about that?
Probably not.
Oh,
Were you
yeah.
guys talking about the Will Smith movie?
We were talking about bringing back an actor and making them young again.
Oh no,
Oh.
no, we were talking about that. It was when we did Captain Marvel, de-aging, right?
De-aging, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
So
I don't remember that.
I thought of it, Jackie Chan.
Jackie, that's
I'll
a good one.
de-age Jackie Chan.
Oh, that was before the Gemini movie came out, so that's funny.
Yeah.
Because we got Will
Yeah,
Smith
that movie looks
fighting Will Smith.
garbage. Speaking of garbage,
But
young Will Smith with old Will Smith.
but Will, do you have any pros and cons for it? Because I asked Brandon the same thing.
Oh, pros, it was a good story.
Yeah.
Did you understand Pennywise when he was talking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Whoa.
did too. Yeah.
Hello, Randall. What are you doing, little boy?
Yeah, but then like after that, I didn't know when he's making full sentences. I didn't know what he was saying, man.
That didn't bother me. The only thing that bothered me was I realized that we've been fantasizing about the 80s, and it got a little too tiring that we got another movie with kids in the
I like
80s.
the clothes and like the listen to Walkman.
I
and
don't
stuff.
know.
Mm.
We were
Age of
horny for the
Innocence.
80s for some reason because Stranger
Still
Things
am.
came out, and then all of a sudden you got the other Stranger Things type of movie with a bunch of guys on a bike, and now you got this one. That was the only con. I liked this movie.
Pros.
Pros, yeah, everything.
Oh, okay.
I had no issues. I mean, I'm sick of the 80s
Yeah.
idea already.
You know, whenever they figure out time travel, and
That's why I liked Captain Marvel, because it was 90s.
It was 90s.
But the movie was garbage, but I was blinded by the 90s.
whenever they figure out time travel and I can do it,
You're going to go back to the 80s?
Well, that's the last time that's like the latest I'll go back. I just want to go back to like pre-internet cell phones,
Mm.
and the 80s is like the last place I think.
Yeah.
Maybe like 94. No, got pagers. Yeah, 80s, man. Just like stay there, stay where it's safe, where people actually talk to each other and.
Yeah,
You
for
know.
sure. Is there I don't think I have much more to say on
Let's
it.
do
but
a best scene, worst scene, and
Yeah.
best actor, worst actor, and
yeah,
with
definitely.
our ratings. Best scene. Let's go in a circle. Well, I kind of said mine already. I like that sink scene. I think that was really
Oh, the
cool.
sing scene, yeah. For me, the best scene for me, man, there's a lot of them, man.
Wait, can I talk about that floating dead people in the
The basement?
Pennywise's house?
Oh, yeah.
I hope they left before they all sank, because, like, just being surrounded by dead people is kind of disturbing.
Yeah. Oh, didn't they float up? Like, it was a symbol as if they're going up to heaven? Didn't
But
they
then
float up?
There's, like, a gate.
No, they're floating like balloons.
But even after Pennywise was defeated?
They all started coming down.
Oh, they
Maybe-
came down.
Yeah.
Maybe they
Oh.
went down into that hole with him, because, like,
I don't think we
Like a
saw them come.
drain.
He slunk. He went down the hole and then fade to black.
Oh.
yeah. What's down there? Does he have,
The
like, a little
drain.
fire, like a bear rug? There's, like, a library.
Favorite scene for me. I
Sorry,
don't know.
favorite scene.
Favorite scene, God. You know what? I think I like the whole part where they enter the old abandoned house and they're trying to find Pennywise, and then Jack's character, his arm gets broken, and the two boys are trying to figure out which door to go through and everything. I like that entire scene, honestly. And then when Beverly stabs Pennywise through the face with the pipe. I think that scene is really good. That's the one that stands out the most to me, and it's the one I take the most enjoyment in.
What's his name's fear, by the way? Because he saw that poster of himself. Oh, he said clowns, yeah?
Clowns?
Yeah.
Clowns is his fear.
Yeah.
He hated clowns.
What was the deal with that poster thing of himself?
Do you want to know something really cool? That they were gonna have Freddy Krueger come in to the movie.
Really?
Because in the original movie, or in the
The movie
miniseries,
was playing at the theater.
yeah, in the miniseries and in the book, they had fears come to life, like werewolves and stuff. That was that era, and so they were thinking, oh, let's have our fears come to life.
would've
And
been
one of them was
dope.
scared of Freddy Krueger, and they would have gotten Robert Englund to come back as Freddy to be kind of.
Please do that in the second movie.
They obviously didn't, but
Oh,
you
man.
know.
I would have to.
I'm
see
afraid
it,
of
but
Krueger.
I don't know.
That would freak me the fuck out. I told you my Krueger story, right?
Yeah, we heard it.
That would freak me out,
Yeah.
man.
But what's your favorite scene, Will, from it?
My favorite scene is, my least favorite scene.
No,
is
favorite scene. Favorite scene.
I have too many. Let's see.
Pick a random one.
My favorite scene is when he's holding Beverly up by her, and then his mouth opens and you see the deadlights.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's like this inner universe that's in that world. There's an outer verse, and then that's the inner verse, and that's where the deadlights exist.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And that like glamored her.
I guess. I just like that we saw them.
He got her in a genjutsu.
My least favorite scene was when Freddy saw the guy with scoliosis. Not scoliosis. The disease
Oh,
The
the
leper.
leper.
guy. Leper.
The
Really? Why
He had
why
like
is
a-
that one your least favorite?
Because it's gross.
Oh.
he had like a squishy like fish nose.
Yeah, and all the saliva. That was disgusting.
Oh man, when he puked on him at the end,
that was
made me
disgusting.
that made me laugh. I was like, ah, that was hilarious.
Germs. I'm literally the embodiment of Freddy.
Yeah.
All right, man. What's your least favorite?
My least favorite scene is
It
any
was Freddy,
scene
right?
with Beverly talking to her dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was like, ugh.
What is his name? Sorry.
Who?
Freddy, right?
Freddy.
Jack's character.
I feel like there's people missing here. Bill, Ben, Beverly, Richie, Mike, Eddie. Stan.
Eddie, not Freddy. Eddie.
Eddie.
Yeah, Freddy is Shazam.
Yeah.
Least favorite.
Oh, I didn't like the room with the clowns too. I don't like clowns.
Yeah.
Why would you have a room with clowns in it?
I love that scene.
Did you?
Yeah, it was creepy.
Ugh.
Atmosphere was set up, man.
I like when what's the brother's name?
Which
The
one?
younger brother,
Oh,
Polly. No.
Georgie.
Georgie, yeah.
When Georgie's head came out of the mattress, I thought that was hilarious.
No, Georgie's head didn't come out. It was
Who's that?
it was Eddie. Eddie's head came out, and he spit all that black stuff out.
Yeah.
Was Eddie?
Because it was
Oh, because Eddie separated from them. at
yeah,
the
Eddie
time,
was
yeah.
separated,
So they
running
just
away from the leper.
Pennywise is just good at freaking people out, man.
Mm-hmm.
How does he know? So, his power is that he knows people's names and he knows
knows
what they're
your
afraid
fear.
of.
Yeah,
It's like
Knows your
it's like
fear.
limited
kind of. Yeah,
telepathy.
I think so.
Yeah.
Telepathy?
I just hope he doesn't turn into a giant spider.
Oh man, like Aragog
That's what he did in the other one.
or
When they defeated him with a,
Shalab
they defeated him with a inhaler.
Yeah.
with Eddie's inhaler.
Just went,
Do spiders breathe? It's things I don't think about ever. Do spiders have lungs?
I don't know. I don't know. I think least favorite. I don't have a specific least favorite scene. I have least favorite moments.
Okay,
Oh.
we'll do a moment. We'll take that.
Like I said before, like the New Kids on the Block scene. I feel like it's not that greatly edited.
I liked it.
There are other things
Same
too.
here.
I can't remember what it was though. But it's like little moments like that I find unnecessary. That doesn't rock with me. Doesn't rock well for me.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that the cat watched Georgie get like eaten. He didn't do anything.
What? It's a cat.
Hate cats. Dog would have went in and helped.
Cats
Yeah,
are
dogs are much
assholes.
better.
Look at Cat
Cat just
watching
sat there and
everyone die
watched.
in Alien.
He probably was waiting for some leftovers, whatever Pennywise didn't take.
Jesus.
Should we give her ratings for
So
it?
ratings
Yeah,
for it. Let's go into it. I will give it a solid 3.
I agree. 3-star. Definite 3-star.
3.5.
Mm.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Nice.
I
almost
would give it a
perfect.
4, but again, that 80s, everyone's jumping on a bandwagon for 80s of, 80s became the fad.
Mm-hmm.
So
Would
that's
you
the
have
only
put
thing.
it in the 90s?
If it was in the 90s, I would have given it a 4 because I love the 90s.
Because if you put it in the 90s,
one of those freaks.
so you put it in 1992.
You can still get
so
away with it.
It'd be in 2019, right?
Yeah.
No,
No. It would be 2020 something.
that'd be kind of cool if
We'd be in the
it was, like a
future.
little bit in the future, but like.
But I understand that they wanted it in 2019, so you have to have it in the 80s because it has to be
Is
what?
that 27 years?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
No.
3.5.
Actually, no. 27 years. It would have had to be 1991.
So if you have to take away Stranger Things or It,
Stranger Things.
you don't like Stranger Things?
No.
Season 1.
I've watched season 1.
You like season 1?
Season 1's great.
Season
I'm
2.
starting season 2, and I'm not liking it.
I didn't watch that episode that
Which-
I was told I could skip, where like 11 went on like this side quest.
Oh,
Oh.
I kind of briefly saw some on YouTube where
Yeah.
she's like, yeah, no.
I completely skipped that episode because I didn't
Apparently,
care.
that was just a filler because none of those characters matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I just skipped it. I was like,
Unless they come back for season 3, but I'm assuming they're not.
I a small part of me wishes that Stranger Things ended after season 1 because it was just
It was perfect.
it's perfect.
The perfect
Why you gotta ruin a
ending.
good thing,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Okay.
So.
You know what's perfect where they should have ended? They should have ended with Days of Future Past, and that's it. X-Men.
Yeah. Well, okay. So we'll go into
Okay.
X-Men now because let's see. So Dark Phoenix is coming out pretty soon.
Yeah.
July, right?
June 7?
Soon.
Yeah, June 7.
So word on the street is that the storyline is pretty similar to The Last Stand, and that's why it's taking so long to come out.
Is it a remake? I'm assuming they're just remaking The Last Stand.
So that's
and
what
there's-
I'm getting to. That's what
Yeah.
I'm getting out of it.
I don't know. I'm really into Sophie Turner right now. Like, she's like peak hot right now for me in Game of Thrones.
But does an actor save a story?
I don't think she'll be able. Like, I don't know, man. So we're gonna basically be going into Days of Future Past and Apocalypse. We're gonna
Mhm.
kind of talk of it like it's kind of one movie leading up into Dark Phoenix, and her as Jean Grey in Apocalypse. I don't know. I didn't feel it, man.
Nope, I didn't feel it either.
You know, and like she's gonna be like the main villain in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Things I didn't like about. So I guess we'll just kind of cover like all of X-Men, starting with First Class, because it's
Oh, we're going.
characters.
Okay.
We'll just
I didn't
talk
see
about
First Class.
X-Men
Yeah.
in general.
Okay.
So
I didn't see First Class.
you didn't see First Class?
No.
That's fine.
I didn't see
really
First
need
Class.
to.
I didn't see
Yeah.
any of the Wolverines.
Yeah, you didn't see the Wolverine.
No.
That's the best one. Old Man Logan. This movie
It's the
sucks.
best.
Oh, I saw
Wolverine movie, you
Logan.
think?
The Wolverine was really good.
I saw Logan.
Yeah, I thought.
Logan sucked.
I thought Logan was
That's
a
the only
better
one I
film.
saw.
Logan was terrible.
Really? I would
Yeah.
like to have a conversation with you about this later on.
We'll talk about this later.
Yeah, because I actually really loved it. So I love
was
Logan.
really into the Wolverine, man. That movie
Really?
was
Interesting.
dope.
Okay, so back to
So yeah, I don't know, man, cause like they like Will said, they should have stopped at Days of Future Past, cause when they did the course correction and like the end of the movie,
Mhm.
they have Wolverine waking up in his timeline and
Mhm.
Jean's there,
Yeah.
Scott's there,
See, apparently
Kitty is with Colossus.
all of this
Mhm.
that happens like Apocalypse and Dark Phoenix, that all happened, and the ending of Days of Future Past apparently is the ending to
Yeah.
all of that. So we all know they survive. So what the fuck?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the only thing that pisses me off.
The thing
Mhm.
is that Fox owned X-Men, and well, let's talk of all X-Men right now.
all of it.
Yeah, so
Damn.
like,
All right.
so they came in hot, right when the superhero craze started kicking off.
Yeah.
And when X-Men came out back when they had, Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen and everything, and like, it was good. I really enjoyed it.
Mhm.
And after the MCU started taking off, they really started not giving X-Men good storylines in the comic books because they didn't want to give them any good fuel in case they wanted to make a movie out of it.
Yeah.
So what happened was X-Men just kind of died for me as a fan because Marvel didn't want to invest in them. And yeah, everything good that was Days of Future Past, I don't know if I look forward to anything. And like, I don't know.
I probably won't watch Dark Phoenix. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
have to. I have to watch it.
I feel like I'm not gonna.
As a fan, I gotta watch it.
I don't think I'll see Dark Phoenix either.
I don't like what they did with Magneto.
Really?
Yeah.
In Days of Future Past?
Like what
Or
me and McKellen
Apocalypse.
said, it's a
Apocalypse.
tired old
They gave
franchise.
him like a family.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
that
they
was
took
garbage,
the family
yeah.
away, and then he's like, okay, I guess I'll be a bad guy again.
Yeah.
You know what I didn't like? It felt like it was a checklist. We need to give him a family. We need to take it away so he's a villain again.
Why
Mm.
couldn't he
didn't
just
feel
be like
genuine.
cruising, like creating Genosha? Because that's what he
Yeah.
does in the comics. He makes
I
his own
guess.
like sovereign nation of mutants.
Yeah.
Could have been doing that instead of like
Yeah.
being was he a lumber
Yeah, he was a
Yeah,
lumberjack
or
lumberjack.
guy.
something? It's like a wood
It felt
carver.
forced. It felt like the script tried way too hard to
Yeah.
give this character sympathy, and it wasn't working.
Like I want Marvel, Disney, MCU to have all.
I don't think
I want
they're
them to
gonna
be
do it.
able to do everything they can, like
I don't think Marvel's gonna touch X-Men
at all.
at all.
Really?
I actually agree with you, Will. I
don't
don't
think
they're
they
gonna
are.
do it.
I think there's been so many renditions and so many
I
problems.
think they'll wait a little bit.
We probably
Well, look
won't
what
get an
happened with-
X-Men movie till like 2035.
Look what happened with Spider-Man, though. They went right into Spider-Man because they had to bring Peter Parker into the MCU.
I think that was a creative decision through Marvel itself. I think they have to.
Dude, I'm telling you, if they do Avengers versus X-Men, that's gonna fucking sell. If they can hype up X-Men,
If they can't, yeah, I guess. But
haters, you guys are haters.
that's
No,
the
I
thing,
feel
though.
like
They're-
Endgame is a good ending. Why would I want to reopen chapters that are unnecessary?
No, the new Avengers.
I don't need to see them.
I think.
we won't get another Avengers movie till late
Yeah,
late
I think
2020.
I think we were cool. You know, we're cool where we're at right now, but the hype's gonna build up again, and then it'll be neat, man. Because in Avengers versus X-Men, Scott gets inhabited by the Phoenix Force, and then dope shit happens.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then we gotta do like Secret Wars and stuff, man. Like, there's a lot that the MCU can do still, and you're gonna have to You're gonna have to have the X-Men in there. So
I think they're gonna try their hand again at Fantastic Four. I think that's the franchise that they're
That'd
gonna
be
try
cool.
to revive. It's dead. It's dead.
you know
They killed it.
the other Fantastic Four movie, the one that sucked. I was kind of into it for like the first like half hour.
Oh, the newer one?
Yeah.
Really?
I couldn't get into it.
You couldn't get into it?
Yeah,
No.
I thought.
I couldn't get
watched
into the other ones.
My brother called it right when the trailer came out, and you saw that Ben Grimm didn't have pants.
Yeah.
He was like, "This movie's gonna suck," and I was like,
Yeah.
"He was right. He prophesized
Yeah.
it."
I watched that entire movie and I found no enjoyment in that one at all.
Michael Chiklis as Thing was
It
pretty
was good,
though.
yeah. It was really good.
I didn't like Hispanic Jessica Alba trying to play a white chick. That was kind of strange.
She's not Hispanic.
She is Hispanic, isn't she?
I don't
What is
know.
she?
They're white.
She's white.
Yeah.
Why is she brown? Is she like Greek?
Are you talking about?
No, Jessica Alba.
Oh, Jessica Alba.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
No, but-
I don't know what she is. I don't
Her
know.
Susan Storm was
I'm
white.
thinking of the new one. No, the other one's white.
Oh, yeah, the new one. That's the girl from
American Horror Story.
AHS and
She was in
the Rock movies.
Mars.
Right?
Mars?
Something Mars. The one with Matt Damon.
Oh, she was one of the captains, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Matt Damon movie.
Martian.
The Martian.
The Martian.
Yeah, you know, Apocalypse was actually the worst X-Men film for me.
Yeah, it
I
just
thought
was so messy, man.
Yeah. I thought the dialogue was god awful. Like everything they said was so clunky.
They made Magneto's powers like stupid. He's just throwing metal shit at Apocalypse nonstop.
Yeah. I felt Apocalypse was a one-note villain and like he had really no motivation. He wasn't interesting.
Why didn't you do another stadium drop? That would have been cool, right?
Yeah. You know, I found almost all of the acting, with some exceptions, to be pretty bad.
Yeah. Who did you
I don't
like
remember
in X-Men?
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
Who
That's
did I
how-
like in Apocalypse? I like James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender, but barely. I barely like them.
Nick Holtz, I liked him. Beast.
Oh, I guess he's another one I would
Beast
put up
is
there.
good.
Yeah. But you know what? That dialogue gave the actors nothing.
Yeah.
And like the direction was terrible. I think Bryan Singer, after he did Days of Future Past, he was burnt out.
Yeah.
He didn't know what to do anymore, man.
That movie was like perfect.
Yeah.
Well, not perfect. It was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I still need to buy that Kitty Pryde edition. I keep
Oh,
stopping
Rogue?
myself.
The Rogue edition?
The Rogue edition.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Rogue
I haven't
edition,
seen
sorry.
the Rogue edition either. I just know that there's cuts with Rogue.
Yeah. I don't know. I love X-Men so much to death. I love X-Men more than any other
Yeah.
franchise in the Marvel Universe, which is why I want the MCU to take it in its arms and cradle it, tell it
Mhm.
it's going to be okay, and nurse
Mhm.
it back to health, and like
Mhm.
let it grow up to be a monster.
It's hard for me to talk about X-Men because I really don't know anything.
You don't like X-Men?
I don't like them. I don't know.
I hate you.
You
I
don't
saw
like
the first X-Men
Just kidding.
and the second one.
you don't like the two movies?
You don't like the idea of X-Men?
No, I never got into it.
Mm-hmm.
I saw X-Men 1 and 2. I saw Days of Future Past, and I saw part of Apocalypse.
If I give you comic books, will you read it?
No.
What if I gave you the Joss Whedon Astonishing X-Men?
No. I
You want to
wouldn't.
read it? It's really good.
I'm currently not reading anything.
Mm.
I'm listening to, I got 33 hours of Game of Thrones I got to get through, so.
Make me sad, Will. I'm trying to get you into X-Men. You
I mean,
deny
I
me.
like I don't
You
know.
spurn my advances.
You know, even the Quicksilver scene I didn't like. You know
Yeah.
why? Because it felt like a rehash.
Well, when they made Quicksilver into a character, they made him like overpowered beyond measure.
Mhm.
Like
That confused me because
not as powerful as Sonic the Hedgehog,
Yeah.
who can like mess with missiles. Well, it's like
I
freeze
don't
missiles.
understand the Quicksilver aspect because there's Quicksilver in Avengers and you
Yeah.
have Quicksilver in this. That doesn't make any
Well, the
sense.
Quicksilver. So Quicksilver. Let me break it down for you. Quicksilver. He's both an Avenger and a mutant X-Men. So both the MCU and Fox X-Men own him
Yeah.
because he's in both. So when he was in Avengers, they decided to make him a metahuman, and in X-Men he's a mutant.
Yeah.
So that's how they solved it.
Oh.
But I think Marvel recognized that having two Quicksilvers made it messy, and it's probably
Yeah.
why he died in
Yeah, most
Age of
likely.
Ultron.
So he'll be the real Quicksilver. There will be a real Quicksilver if they do take on the X-Men,
Mhm.
or we won't see a Quicksilver.
I think he's just dead now. But
Yeah.
like Magneto is actually Wanda's dad as well.
Oh, see, fuck, this
Yeah.
is confusing.
Yeah.
Never
'cause-
mind. See, I can't get
Yeah,
to.
because Peter and Wanda are both brother and sister, right? So he's their parents.
You know what sucks is that you can see James McAvoy giving everything he's got in this character, but for some reason it's not working.
He does that in every role.
Yeah, like you know the part I laughed and I can't stop laughing at is when they're in the mind realm and Xavier's battling Apocalypse and he's wailing on him. Then Apocalypse eventually gets stronger, and then Jean walks through, and then he's like, "Let go, Jean, let go." I don't
Yeah.
know. It's so damn corny that I'm laughing every time that moment comes up on the screen. It's so hilarious to me, and not in a good way.
Yeah.
I also feel like Phoenix is ex machina. And like I like the
She
character
is.
of Jean Grey, but I feel like the way that they used her in Apocalypse was way too ex machina.
Mhm.
Like there was no real subtle build up to what she could do. I feel.
It looks
Yeah.
like Beast is gonna turn into Dark Beast too. It looks like he sides with Jean at some point. Yeah. From when you watch the trailer,
It looks like he's mad at Xavier for having a bad decision.
manipulating
moment.
her mind.
Yeah.
Well, that's a common theme in the comic books that he did suppress the
Mhm.
Phoenix Force, and doing that to somebody is like goes against what he stands for.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I think that whole aspect could be very interesting if it's ever handled well.
Mhm.
Because it's like Xavier made a mistake.
yeah.
And it's someone that people look up to, and he made a terrible mistake, one that he thought was right.
yeah,
but
in
I
the
don't
comic books he leaves the school.
Yeah, but I don't feel like that little moment is executed ever any well, or any, I don't think it's executed well at all, and it's kind of just overlooked, and it just becomes stupid, I think.
My dream is that they fail, and Phoenix envelops the world in fire, and then it ends, and it gives Marvel an opportunity to start it
That would be
over.
kind of funny.
Wouldn't that be just the best?
They should just end it with
Yeah.
like a final ending.
What are they gonna do with New Mutants? Because they're sitting on
That New Mutant is
Yeah.
never gonna come out. We'll
It's-
never see it.
Really?
They pushed it back.
They shelved it for
I
like
no,
forever?
but they pushed it back the release date. So I don't think we'll never see it.
Oh man, they finished everything though, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if they plan to franchise it, maybe, and then they're like, well, we can't do it now.
Yeah.
Because Maisie Williams is gonna be in that, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
You know what? There's one scene I do like, and I guess this would be my favorite scene.
In Apocalypse.
Yeah,
What is it?
but it's not. It doesn't match the tone, and again, this is another Ex Machina scene. Is the Wolverine scene? It's cool, yeah, but does it match what's going on? Does it feel inconsistent? It feels inconsistent for sure, and it doesn't match what's going on.
Who do you think should be the next Wolverine?
No one. feel like
Scott
we need a-
Eastwood.
Who?
Scott Eastwood.
Yeah, he has the height for it.
Eastwood.
Is he short?
Yeah, he's
You
short.
don't have the acting chops for that, though.
He looks like his dad though.
Who cares?
I don't know. I don't think he has the acting chops for that. I don't think he's
Hugh
that
Jackman is
compelling as an
perfect
actor.
Logan.
Yeah, I agree.
But I like that scene was kind of cool too, cause like
Yeah.
they gave the franchise an opportunity to like bring in somebody new, cause they kept the
Yeah.
mask on. The
Yeah.
helmet.
yeah, yeah.
But you could tell that was Hugh Jackman.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, like, that's the one scene I like. But like I said again, I think it fits in very poorly with the film.
Yeah. I like Storm. She was cool.
Really,
Yeah. I didn't like Psylocke though.
I didn't like Storm or Psylocke.
I didn't get that far in the movie, so I don't know.
yeah.
I wanted to like Apocalypse because he's such a cool character in the comic books. Like,
Mhm.
He looks like an Ivan Ooze ripoff.
yes,
no,
he does.
Ivan Ooze is a Apocalypse ripoff.
I don't know. Like when I watched Apocalypse,
Is
I thought
Apocalypse
Ivan Ooze
purple?
as well.
Yeah, he's
In
like
the
he's like
comics?
a bluish purple.
Oh.
He's like blue.
Is he like Thanos? He's like a
No.
Thanos version.
Thanos is purple.
Oh,
Purple
Yeah,
Barn.
he's like blue, like a deep blue, like a nice dark blue, ocean blue. If I had to pick a color.
maybe Oscar Isaacs just wasn't the perfect villain.
No, I think he did a good job acting. It's just like they didn't know how to build the stakes.
I don't think they
Yeah.
built that character well either.
They did, yeah. Cause like at the end of Days of Future Past, when they show him like building the temple, just like
No
kinda,
one understood who that was.
Oh,
That's what I think.
oh, I knew who it was.
No, I mean the
There's
people who like people in my situation
normal
were.
people, yeah. In
I don't think
Sabath-
anyone's.
in Sabathur.
Yeah, no one knew who that was.
Yeah,
They kind of went Ivan Ooze,
That's for the-
finals.
Mhm.
that's for the dorks.
Um,
Yeah, I don't. We'll see.
Is there anything else we want to talk about Apocalypse?
No,
No.
not me.
Is there?
I gotta
is-
watch it. If I watch it again, because I only got up to the point where I don't even remember.
And the thing is that Fassbender was so good in like all of the movies.
Yeah, he was.
And it feels like he's completed his story arc like twice over already.
Yeah,
What else is
Yeah.
there for him to do?
yeah. Exactly.
From the mouth of Ian McKellen, it's a tired old franchise that they
Yeah.
gotta either kill and let it go for a while and then bring back, or find something or to do with it, originality and stuff.
Mhm.
You know,
Cause like, what is he gonna do? Okay, he's probably gonna try to help stop Jean, and then he's probably gonna join Jean. That's what it looks like.
Mhm. Yeah.
I think Mystique is gonna die. We talked about this.
maybe they
already.
both
Yeah.
will die. That would be interesting.
I just
Big
want
Mystique.
everyone to die.
What if they kill off, Magneto? That would be kind of cool.
They do that in New X-Men.
Mm.
She's he kills her. Magneto kills Jean, and then Jean takes off his helmet, and I think Wolverine cuts his head off.
Mhm.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But he's died a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Jean I think she's still dead in the comic books.
That's what I think too. I
Yeah,
don't
they
think
brought
I've
her
seen
back for a little bit. They brought past Jean back to the future,
Yeah.
and everyone cried. I cried. But I don't think she's been brought back yet. It's been like some years now.
Is there a possible favorite scene that we would want to discuss?
Well, we're not kind of reviewing it, right? We're
No.
just kind of talking
we
about
not?
X-Men.
Well, my favorite scene in Days of Future Past is that scene where I'll admit I cried a little bit
Oh,
when Wolverine was walking down, and all of a sudden you see Famke Jensen
Yeah.
standing by the door, and when she turned around, I went,
Yeah. It's
Because
a sweet moment.
that's, again, I grew up not really reading comic books.
Yeah.
So when I saw that first X-Men and the second one, the third one, Brett Ratner can suck a dick.
Yep.
The first and second one, I was a kid growing up, and then so seeing this complete ending where we have all the original characters or actors back on screen in some form.
I liked Quicksilver getting everybody out of the mansion. I thought that was a pretty cool scene.
That's Apocalypse, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Or was that Days of Future Past?
Out of the Mansion.
That
Yeah.
was
I feel like the Mansion was Apocalypse.
that was
That was Apocalypse.
Apocalypse was when he was running
Because
around
Scott's in it. They went to
one
the
or-
arcade. They were coming
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Futures Past was the prison. The
prison,
kitchen.
The
Yeah.
kitchen scene. Yeah, I thought that was a good, cool scene because like
Mm.
he was, the explosion was like catching up to him, and he had to like get everybody out before like the fires got to people.
I felt like it was a rehash. That's all I could think about. It wasn't done in any new, exciting way. Like it just felt like they were trying to ride on the success of that first Quicksilver scene from Future Past.
That's true. His power is so broken, by the way. If he really ran up to Apocalypse and punched him in the face, he'd kill him. He'd create a
Pop.
black hole.
Just pop. Go pop. You know what? I've talked to you, Brandon, about this. About there are some movies on my list, my big list, that I've given no stars to. Apocalypse is one of those films.
No star
wow.
I
movie.
give no stars to Apocalypse
Wow.
whatsoever.
I can't give any stars because I haven't finished the movie.
Yeah. Well, I just
I'd give it a 1.5 star.
really.
Yeah. It's hard to give a no star. What would I give a no star to?
I'm sorry, but Jennifer Lawrence sucks.
No, she wasn't good
As
in
Mystique.
Apocalypse. She wasn't good at all.
They should have gotten someone similar to Rebecca Romijn. I'm sorry.
Well, I think they're locked contractually.
Oh,
locked
yeah.
into their
They signed
roles.
her in, and she was like, "Oh my God, Hunger Games! We're riding off the tailcoats of Hunger Games."
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just need to let it die, let it sit for like 5 years, and then bring it back. I think that would be perfect.
Sure.
Let's give a rating to X-Men as a franchise with Fox,
Okay.
leading up to.
Ready?
Don't
Okay.
give it a. Don't.
Randall,
give it a
go
no
first.
Just all.
Because we know what
all
First
Brandon,
class-
yours is gonna be
first
like a
class to
3.
Oh,
Apocalypse,
first class to Apocalypse.
Oh.
Okay.
including the
Also-
Wolverine.
Wait, you're not talking about 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Let's talk about all X-Men.
Let's do from beginning of
Yeah,
time.
from
Okay.
X-Men Last Stand, X2,
X2.
X-Men Wolverine Origins.
Let's do it.
The worst.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Ready? Randall, you go first. I want to hear what you
Me
have
first.
to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I'll go first.
What are you
I'm a
looking
fan.
at?
Yeah, but let's have
I'm a
Brandon
fan.
go
I
first.
love.
Okay.
I love X-Men.
It's gonna be a
I
4
love,
out of 4, isn't it?
I love mutants. I love every character.
We're talking about movies.
Iceman is my favorite
Okay, let's-
character. I love Iceman.
Disconnect the comic books.
1.5 stars.
Really?
Yeah.
You
they've done
know,
a
For the
lot-
movies?
They've done more wrong.
for
than
someone who
right.
loves the
Really?
comic books,
You think so?
I understand that's rating.
They've done more wrong than
Wow.
right.
Imagine, you've got something that you like and they took a big old shit on screen.
Okay,
Yeah.
first X-Men was good. X2 was decent.
Really?
X3 garbage. The Wolverine is my favorite of all the X-Men, and then Days of Future Past. Everything else can just kind of suck it. I just want it to end.
Wow.
Can Thanos snap the franchise?
Right?
I just want a fresh
Snap
start,
that
man.
shit.
Just keep some Hugh Jackman memories.
Wow. Okay. Wow. I thought I was gonna be maybe
See, I
the
wanted-
biggest bully here.
I wanted to go on Savage, so that yours isn't that bad.
Actually, no. I'm thinking about. I don't think mine was gonna be that bad. I think you had the. Well, no. Wait. Well, what do you think? Because I'm curious. I think I might have the best rating.
0.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. See, yeah. I do
No,
have
you
the
can't
best
do
rating.
that.
Fox.
That's unfair.
Fucked the X-Men
Ian
in the
McKellen,
ass.
Patrick Stewart.
They are a 4 out of 4. The X-Men 1 and 2 is a 4 out.
James
X-Men 1, 2,
McAvoy.
and Days of Future Past is a 4 out of 4 because I believe the X-Men 1, 2, fuck Brett Ratner, and Days of Future Past.
Mutant and Proud.
Those are the 3 movies, and I think that's a trilogy right there in my mind. So those 3 movies are a 4 out of 4. The franchise as a whole is a 0 out of 4 because
Wow.
Fox had an idea, had a franchise, they could have done something with it, but they fucked it when they hired Brett Ratner to do number 3.
They let us down more than they've picked us
They
up.
let us down. And you know what? I'm kind of hoping now Disney owns them. Disney is the franchise machine. They're the
something
slave
with it.
driver. They might do something with it. And
'Cause
I
Fox kind of wasted the franchise away.
Oh
man.
yeah. They're doing what Sony's doing with Spider-Man. Well,
Yeah.
did.
Well, Venom.
And Venom.
I'd put Venom in that X-Men category.
What? Venom doesn't.
Yeah.
That's not in X-Men.
No, but I'm just talking about,
About
garbage,
wasted.
Oh, in garbage. Then
garbage
okay.
superhero movies.
Wow. I think I definitely am more lenient. I guess.
Oh no.
Okay, I don't know where exactly I stand, but I think just eyeballing it, I'm giving it 3-star.
Really?
Whoa.
Yeah, because I do like. I will admit there are some crappy ones. Like you have Last Stand, which is shit. You have Origins, which is shit. You have Wolverine, which to me I didn't like.
I love the Wolverine.
You have
Logan is crap.
Deadpool 2, I guess if we're counting the Deadpool's one. But overall, I enjoyed what they have done.
Oh wait.
Deadpool doesn't
Deadpool
count.
doesn't
We're just talking
count.
about X-Men.
Oh,
X-Men.
we're just
We're not talking about Fox. We're just
We're not talking about
X-Men.
Fox.
Okay.
X-Men as a whole, as
Okay,
a
well,
franchise.
Drops down to 1 star.
Well, either way, I think this franchise did good enough to where
It's a tired old franchise, Randall.
What's
it-
memorable?
well,
Let's talk
well,
about memorable moments.
it's
What's
not
memorable?
Tired, it's just it
You
is
know what's
memorable
memorable
to
right
me.
now is Charles Xavier.
Charles.
You a fool, Charles.
No, I think this franchise is actually pretty good. I think there are some shit ones, but I think
Yeah.
I can't dog on the entirety of it all. What were you saying? Favorite what?
It's not shit. It's the fact that Fox had something and they just didn't know what to do with it.
Favorite moments in X-Men.
Favorite moment.
Do you know what happens to Toad when he gets struck by lightning?
Oh, you like that?
Like
one?
everything, whatever, something like, yeah, I like that. That was memorable.
That was Darth Maul, baby.
Yes, Darth Maul.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know that. Wow.
X2 when she's holding the water back. When she's holding the water back.
Oh, we're going in order of every movie?
Holy
Oh, that's for
shit.
me. And then I love when Magneto and Mystique are in the thing. They're snickering and they look at Rogue and like, we love what you've done with your hair. And she just
I like Pyro. Pyro was cool.
Pyro was a dick and I loved it.
Yeah.
He was great. Like you hated him. 3 it doesn't exist. And then Days of Future Past.
I liked Logan
loved
fighting the bone guy in the forest.
Oh.
Man.
The bone dude. Why
Yeah.
did they use such terrible mutants?
I don't
This is
know.
what
There
I
was a
don't get,
plethora
man.
of mutants that they
Yeah.
could have chosen, and they brought the shitty
Like they had
ones
that
on
spiky
screen.
dude. Like he just hugs people and he
Oh,
like,
the
kills
the
them.
pufferfish guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they have such good mutants that they could use and just use terrible,
terrible.
ones, man.
Mhm.
God.
I didn't like the when they made Kitty and Iceman kind of love interests, and they
Yeah, he's
just
supposed to be Peter's chick, man.
ignored
Peter
Rogue.
Nikolaevich Rasputin.
You know,
Uh,
I'm not gonna go in order. The
Just a
I g-
favorite moment in all.
favorite moment,
all?
the lightning. Oh, actually, no, take that back. My favorite moment is that little human moment between Magneto, Mystique, and Rogue in the plane.
I like Wolverine with like ninja arrows in his back, just like going to the.
Was that when
The
he was in
Wolverine.
Japan?
That was such a good movie, man.
2-star.
Wait, was that the one where the girl
When
faked
he
her death?
When he finally gets his powers back and he's fighting that samurai guy,
Yeah.
and you see how cool Wolverine actually is.
Yeah, the action was good.
I think that we gotta talk about this, man. The Wolverine is a very good movie.
It's better than Origins.
It's better than Logan. It's way better than Logan.
Okay, so if is Logan, this is where Fox again fucking didn't know what they had. Is Logan the final movie
Mhm.
of the franchise?
To
Because
me,
Days
it
of
is.
Future,
It's like a
you have,
side story, I think.
so does
like
that
it's an
happen
epilogue.
after Days of Future Past? So Logan and Xavier, everyone's alive, and then all of a sudden, they all get into another war, they die, and they're the last two left. That's what confuses me. See, Fox, they pulled a George Lucas and went out of order and fucked
I
everything
think
up.
it's a side story. I like how this Joker movie is gonna be just kind of. Its
Oh,
own
okay. So
thing.
it's kind of like a standalone.
Yeah, it's
type.
a standalone thing.
Took it as an epilogue. Like after
An
the
epilogue.
big great battle, there's one last
One
chapter.
last
to be
chapter.
In
written.
the comic books, they have this thing called X-Men: The End,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like how the franchise ends.
Oh.
So like Wolverine ends up marrying Storm.
Oh.
She's like paralyzed.
I think I
what?
heard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting.
I was just waiting for Rogue to fly like she did in the cartoon.
Oh, isn't it gonna be dope?
Right?
When they bring in X-Men and you just have her steal Carol Danvers' powers and
That
she
would,
just
that
becomes
would be
Super
kind of
Rogue.
fucking funny.
I'd rather have Rogue than bland Captain Marvel. 'Cause at least
Come on.
Rogue has character.
See, aren't you
Yeah.
kind of excited for X-Men being in the MCU now?
If that happens,
See, the only
then,
thing
yeah,
that you're
I'll
gonna
go
have
see
to
it, for
that's
sure.
the only thing that you're gonna have to get used to is you're gonna have to get used to new people playing the characters you've
I'm
already
cool with
seen.
that. I can mind wipe.
Mhm.
You know,
mind
yeah.
wiped Andrew Garfield away pretty quick. Emma
And
Stone.
we got another British guy, Tom Holland.
I like Emma Stone.
What is your favorite moments from X-Men? I'm just curious.
You have a lot.
Magneto bringing that stadium in. I thought that was
Mm.
super dope.
Mm.
Mostly Magneto stuff.
Mostly
See, you have the
Magneto
new Magneto.
I like Ian McKellen when he takes the iron out of the dude's body and then he just kind of
stuff. Brutal.
kills everybody.
I love the dynamic duo of Mystique and Magneto.
Yeah.
I like.
Rebecca
I
Romijn
wish
and
they
Ian
they
McKellen.
played on that more in the younger versions
You're an insect amongst gods.
because they don't play it as good. Like I don't believe that those are the same people.
Mhm.
I believe that he himself, the guy who plays Fassbender,
Fassbender's Magneto.
I believe that he is Ian McKellen, and I believe those two guys are the old guys. They played that. That was perfect casting
Yeah.
for some reason.
Yeah,
My
definitely,
favorite scene is
definitely.
when Magneto goes to that Nazi bar and
Oh,
he kills the dude with the coin.
Yeah, yeah,
I think that's probably one of the best shot scenes in the whole franchise.
it's a good moment when Magneto is killing the former Nazis. It's a good moment.
my favorite.
First Class is basically a Magneto origin movie.
It
Yeah,
is.
and it
Yeah.
works really well.
Yeah.
You know what? I take back. I mean, that was my favorite scene of the whole franchise. But my favorite scene is in X-Men 1 when they're in the bar, and Rogue and Wolverine are kind of bantering with each other, and then the shotgun appears behind him.
Oh yeah,
I like that.
How about Nightcrawler kicking everyone's ass in the president's office?
that was a good moment.
That was a
Yeah.
killer scene, man.
Some just real quick, I feel like the scenes that I have illustrate why I think some of these X-Men movies are really good. For X-Men 2, it's an action scene, so I like Wolverine fighting Lady Deathstrike. I thought that was a really cool fight.
Kelly who?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
Kelly
fun.
Hu.
Yeah.
That was awesome. My next favorite moment doesn't come down until First Class, when Xavier helps Magneto with his powers and he's moving the satellite.
Ooh,
I thought
a
that
good
was
one.
so heart-wrenching and so heartwarming. I loved it.
He was crying, yeah.
Yeah, it was emotional. It was great.
Yeah.
Future Past, when new Charles is talking to old Charles.
Oh.
That was heavily emotional, and I love what they were doing.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And then for me, Logan, when Logan is burying Xavier, I feel like that was a very heart-wrenching scene. So like all those little human moments in the franchises that are sprinkled throughout, I think that's what makes the X-Men franchise
Did
pretty
I-
special.
Did I see Logan with you?
No, I went to see Logan with my wife and little brother.
Who did I see Logan with?
I didn't know you
we're-
yet.
No, I didn't know you either. Did I know you then?
Yeah, we were like working together. And we were already
You sure we didn't see
hanging out.
Logan?
I don't
I
think that
swear
was
we-
us.
Did you? Because the last time when I saw Logan, didn't help that there was. There was like captions on the screen,
Also, when I watched Spider-Verse.
so there was captions, and I was like, "Is this supposed to happen? What am I doing?" And I was reading the captions, then watching the movie. I wasn't with you.
I don't think so.
I'm trying to remember who I was. I'm sorry,
Randall
whoever I
would
saw
remember
Logan
that.
with.
I'll never forget watching Spider-Verse and having
Captions on the screen.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was a real. You see CC and you think, closed captions, what? And then there's
Yeah.
not there, and then all of a sudden it was there, and I'm like,
You stayed?
I watched. I mean, screw it, whatever. I
Mhm.
was. I'm watching. Oh, shout out to anyone watching Netflix. You should watch The Wandering Earth. It's on Netflix right now. Watch it in the Mandarin language and read the subtitles because the English dub sucks ass.
Was it $800 million they spent?
Bruh, it's good
Wandering Earth.
movie.
Is it?
It's good.
Yeah.
I haven't finished it because it's like as long as Avengers. Like it's a long ass movie.
Wandering Earth. Okay, I'll check.
Watch it in Mandarin though, because it sounds better.
Well, yeah, I mean that's how I watch a lot of my foreign films. I watch it in the intended language, and I just have the subtitles on English. Because if you're not listening to how they say it, then you're
Yeah.
kind of diminishing their acting value.
Yeah. Real quick thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
If they do decide to bring X-Men into Marvel, the MCU,
yes.
I
Which
think they
will.
should do it slow.
I think they will.
Introduce, have a cameo of Wolverine or have a cameo of Xavier or have some cameo and then bring him in. I don't
Mhm.
think they should pull a Justice League and shove everyone into one.
More specific than that, I think they should do like a minor side story thing. Have
Kind
that
of
be
like
a
how
movie.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
We met Spider-Man
Just
and
do a slow reveal.
yeah.
Build the hype up.
That was a good thing that they did. It was again minor backstory. We met Spider-Man. We met Aunt May.
Like what? Like maybe like mention Westchester at some point, and then just kind of slowly bring them in.
But
it'll be fine.
But
I believe.
they did bring in characters. We just didn't see it, like the underground earthquake, and all that kind of stuff. I gotta look. They're bringing in characters.
What?
When Michonne, the black chick with the bald hair, I don't know her name in Black Panther. I forgot her name.
Yeah, Michonne.
I'm just calling her Michonne. Denai Guerrera, whatever. The black chick with the bald head, the bald black chick.
Yeah.
She's talking about an underwater earthquake, and then Natasha was all like, "Well, we gotta figure that out." It's an earthquake, but apparently, if you look up, that earthquake is some character that they're foreshadowing a character, future character.
Avalanche.
Is it Avalanche?
You can like make earthquakes.
It's someone. They were foreshadowing someone.
It's a weird character.
If you watch Endgame, and everyone's like, "There's no end scene," but if you watch it, gotta look through it. They throw in all these Easter eggs foreshadowing future characters. Apparently,
Really?
yeah.
I looked that up.
Okay, wait. Let's sign out.
Okay.
Yeah, let's sign up.
Goodbye.
Anyway, guys, this was kind of a ramble fest, but
Yeah.
we talked about it. We talked about the state of X-Men and Fox and how they blow chunks of turds everywhere, except for Randall, I guess.
God.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't think it's
0-0-0.
that bad of a franchise. I think there's
wasn't-
bad movies for sure.
But it wasn't good.
Like
Well,
Ian,
I
the
mean-
words out of Ian McKellen's mouth. It's a tired old franchise, everybody. Tired old franchise.
You do a good Ian McKellen, by the way.
I no. I do a good Father Blackwood from Sabrina.
I don't even know who that is.
That's why no one's gonna know. You gotta watch it, and I'll do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we talked about some stuff. We talked about nerdy stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
that's our.
This is our. You know how season 8, episode 4 was a filler for Game of Thrones. This is our filler episode. Everybody, enjoy our beautiful voices
Just
and
kinda
have a
fun
good
hanging
night.
out.
Yeah, definitely for sure.
Yeah.
I think this was a good one.
Check you guys
Regardless.
later.
Okay.
Goodbye, everybody.
Peace.